Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? I hope that you all are doing great. Welcome to your channel Math D1 to Scientific Academy. Today our lecture is related to chapter 6, which is algebraic fractions and formula, and I am going to explain you exercise 6C, question number 9. Students, your book is NSM 2 D2 Math, and here question number 9 is. Question number 9 is, in each of the following cases, make the letters in the brackets the subject for the formula. So what we need to do is, in this question, the alphabets which are in the bracket, we have to make them as subject of the formula. So here I am going to explain you part A first. So here exercise, I am explaining you exercise 6C, question number 9. Alright, A part is V is equal to 4 over 3 pi r cube. Alright, so what we need to do is, in this question, in this part, we have to make r as subject, okay? So what we will do is, we'll move the other things to this side, okay, to the left hand side. So this 3 is dividing over here and this 4 is multiplying over here. So what I will do is, I will move this to this side. It's 4 by 3. When it will come to this side, it will become 3 by 4v. Okay, what's left over here is pi r cube is left. Now you can see that pi is multiplying with r cube. So when it will come to this side, it will be divided with 4. So it will become 3v over 4 pi is equal to r cube. So we have to make r as subject. As in the bracket is given that we have to make r as subject. So we need to remove this cube. And so whenever you want to remove or whenever you want to omit this cube, you have to take the cube root. Okay. When you will take the cube root, so what will happen? This cube and cube root will cut each other. So what will be left? R is left. And here the answer would be cube root of 3v over 4 pi. So 3v over 4 pi. So this is your answer. Alright, so I hope that part is clear to you. Now let's move forward to part B. Alright students, now part B is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. And in this question, you have to make U as subject. Okay, so let's solve it. I'll move other things to the left hand side. Alright, so this 2AS is adding over here. When it will come to this side, will be subtracted from V square. So V square minus 2AS is equal to U square. Just as I have told you that we have to omit the square because we just need u. So what we will do is, to omit the square, what we can do is, we can take the square root. Whenever there is a square and you want to omit it, so you have to take the square root. And this is the rule of the equation, that if you're taking the square root on one side, you have to take the square root on the other side. So square and square root will cut each other. So u will be equal to square root of v square minus 2as. Alright, so this is your answer. Okay students, here you have made u as subject, and as is the square root, so both signs can come with it. Okay, so u is equal to plus minus root v square minus 2as. Alright students, I hope that part B is clear to you. Now let's move forward to part C. Alright, now part C is y is equal to x minus p whole square plus q. In this question, we have to make x as subject. Now see, so it means that now we have to make this x as subject. So what I will do is, first I'll move this q to the left hand side. It's adding over here. When it will come to this side, it will be subtracted from y. So y minus q. So what's left over here? It's x minus p is left square. So I just need to find, I have to make x as subject now, so I don't want this square. So to omit the square, you have to take the square root. So if you take the square root on one side, you have to take the square root on the other side. Now this and square root will cut each other. So what's left? X minus p is left, and here on this side y minus q square root is left. Alright, as students, we have to find out the value of x. So this p is adding away here. Just remember that with square roots both signs will come, because it can be positive and it can be negative. Now you can see that this p subtracting over here, when we go to the right hand side, it will be added. So the value of x is p plus minus root y minus q. So this is your answer. You have made x as, we have made x as subject. So this is your answer. I hope that part C is clear to you. Now let's move forward to part D. Alright. So part D is t is equal to square root 4z over m minus 3. In this question, you have to make z as subject. Actually, students, we have to make z as subject, so we don't want this square. So to omit the square, you have to take the square on both sides. Students, remember that if you want to omit the square, so you have to take the square root. But if you want to omit the square root, so you have to take the square on both sides. So let's take the square on both sides. So this square and square root will cut each other. So what's left? T square is left is equal to 4z over m minus 3. Actually, students, you have to make z as subject. So move this to this side. This m minus 3 is dividing over here. It will come to this side. It will be multiplied with t square. So what will it will become? It will become as t square m minus 3 is equal to 4z. We have to make z as subject, so this 4 is multiplying with z. When it will come to this side, it will be divided with this equation, okay, with this term. So it will become t square m minus 3 over 4. So the value of z is t square m minus 3 over 4. So this is your answer. I hope that question number 9 is clear to you. Okay, ji. Now let's move forward to question number 10. Okay, so now question number 10 is given that v is equal to pi r square h plus 2 over 3 pi r cube. In part 1, it's written that make h the subject of the formula, and in part 2, find the value of h when v is equal to 245 and r is equal to 7. So in first pass, first you have to make h as subject. So let's do it. The equation which is given is v is equal to pi r square h plus 2 over 3 pi r cube. You have to make h as subject, so move this term to this side. So adding over here will come to this side, will be subtracted. So v is minus pi 2 over 3 pi r cube. So what's left over here? It's pi r square is left and h is left. We have to make h as subject. So what we will do is, okay, we'll divide this pi. Okay, this pi r square is multiplying with that. When it will come to this side, it will be divided with these both terms. So it will become as 1 over pi r square. Okay, I'm dividing this. It's multiplying with h over here. It will come to this side, will be divided. So I'm dividing it over here. Is equal to, what's left over here is just h is left. Now divide this pi r square with these both terms. So v over pi r square minus 2 over 3 pi r square, and in the numerator we are having pi r cube is equal to h. Now this r square and here r is cut, this pi is cut over here, pi is cut. But here it was r cube, so one r is left. R square is cut with it, but one r is left over here. So v over pi r square minus 2, here one r was left, 2r over 3 is equal to h. So students, this is how you have to make h as subject. Okay, so this was part 1 and this was part 1. Now I'm going to explain you part 2. In part 2, they are saying that if find out the value of h, okay, you can write down this equation as h is equal to v over pi r square minus 2r over 3. Alright, in part 2 they are saying that find the value of h when v is equal to 245. Here the value of v is given, which is 245, and the value of r is given, which is 7. Now put these values in this equation to find out the value of h. So 245 over pi, instead of r you will write down 7 and you will take the square because it's r square, minus 2r, r is 7, so you will substitute its value n over 3. So now what you will get when you will solve this, 245 9, 7 sevens are 49, and when you will multiply 49 with pi you will get 49 pi. So what's the answer when you will multiply 49 with pi? I said you will get 49 pi will be equal to 15393,804. Okay, so 49 pi, when you will find out the value of 149 pi, you will get its value, which is 15393,804, and 245 is in the numerator, and minus 2 sevens are 14 and over 3. Now divide it. When you will divide 245 with the answer, okay, 15393,804, you will get. So students, when you will multiply 7 sevens are 49 with pi, you will get 153.93804. You can round up this as 154. It's your choice. Okay. So when you will multiply 245 with 154, so what you will get? 245 divided by 154. I'm just rounding off this. So I will get 1.5909. Okay, minus, when I will divide 14 with 3, so I will get 4.67. Okay, when I will subtract 1.5909 minus 4.67, so I will get minus 3.07. Okay, and when I will round up this, I will get minus 3.08. So this is your answer. Okay, so I hope that this concept is clear to you. Do the practice of this sum, because when you will do the practice, this concept will be more clear to you. Take very good care of yourself. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.